Hello, this is BigFire 200. Twitch TV / BigFire 200 if you wanna tune into the live streams. Anyway, I did wanna see this. I couldn't find the original video, so I'll just watch like Asmongold's like reaction to this. But yeah, let's see. I'm like catching up on all the drama. I know it's happened like a week ago or something, but I'm curious
Questions are
to
going
watch
to demand a
this.
yes or no answer. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay, my first question. Both sides of the aisle today have asked for your resignation. Would you like to use my 5 minutes to draft your resignation letter, yes or no?
Wow, that's crazy for her to say.
Was this a colossal failure?
It was a failure.
Yes or no? Was it a colossal failure? Is the
I mean, the president getting shot, like, if that's not a colossal failure, then what would be?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I feel like, is it only colossal if he gets killed? I mean, like, what's...
question, yes or no?
I have admitted this is a terrible.
This is a yes or no series of questions.
Just from what people are saying, they could have. This was like pretty avoidable.
Was this a colossal failure, yes or no?
Yes.
Was this tragedy
See, for me, when I see people talking like this, like, anytime for me, whenever I see a person who doesn't answer a question directly, I assume it's because they're trying to obscure something. They're trying to obfuscate something. They're trying to, like, hide something. Because a normal person, it's like, do you want, ketchup or mustard? They're just going to say ketchup or mustard. Right?
But I feel like the scope of the question is like broad. Like, well, like what is the definition of like? Well, I mean, I would consider it a colossal failure, but some questions I feel like it's not that easy for like a yes or no.
Like, do you want a medium or a large? They're going to say medium or large. So, like, yeah, if you don't answer a question directly, the odds are, like, this isn't always the case, right? Because people can ask bad questions too. But in a lot of these cases, I don't think that happened. These are just people that are coming up with excuses.
preventable, yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Has the Secret Service been transparent with this committee?
No.
Yes.
How?
Would you say the fact that we had to issue a subpoena
Oh yeah, I heard that didn't the Secret Service director resign after this? I believe, like shortly after this. That's what I heard.
to get you to show up today?
Well, let me go back.
Would you say the fact that we had to issue a subpoena to get you to show up today as being transparent, yes or no?
I have always been.
Yes
eager to
or no?
help
You didn't
the
want to
Oof.
answer the question. We had to issue a subpoena to get you to show up today. That is not transparent, by the way. You stated earlier, Secret Service is not political. Is that correct?
Man, she really getting grilled.
Okay. Would you say leaking your opening statement to Punchbowl News, Politico's Playbook, and Washington Post several hours before you sent it to this committee
Oh man, caught her in 4K.
as being political? Yes or no?
I have no idea how my statement got out.
Well,
No way. No way. I don't believe that. She has no idea how her statement. I mean, like even if she doesn't know the specific person, like how many people have access to her statement? Like I feel like she must have some idea on who would have leaked it. But I feel like she just knows. Like she did it on purpose, or just like knows who did it. Like definitely. I don't believe her.
that's bullshit. So, Mr. Chairman,
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I would like to
Yeah, she probably leaked it just so she could create the narrative.
Yeah, I'm thinking like she herself leaked it, or like definitely knows like who.
Yeah, no, she's right. I mean, she a liar. I mean, it's obvious. Like, who the fuck would take this seriously?
ask unanimous consent to enter into the record articles by Punchbowl News, Political Playbook, Washington Post, all done at 5:24 a.m., 6:12 a.m., 6:34 a.m. A solid 3 to 4 hours before this committee got your statement.
Without objection, so ordered.
Okay. Is the Secret Service fully cooperating with our committee?
Yes.
Okay, you say you're fully cooperating with this committee.
No,
On
she's gonna
July
ask specific
15th, this
questions.
committee
Yeah.
sent you a list of demands of information that we wanted. Has the Secret Service provided this committee a complete list of all law enforcement personnel that were there that day? Have you done that? Have you provided a list to the Oversight Committee? Yes or
I will
no?
have to get back to you on that.
That is a no. Have you provided all audio and video recordings in your possession to this committee, as we asked on July
course
15th?
not.
Yes or no?
I would have to get back to you.
That is a no. You're full of
See, this is the thing. Oh,
shit today. You're just being completely
see, the problem.
I'm actually surprised. This is like a less professional than I imagined, you know? Like her saying like shit and stuff like that. I wasn't expecting that it would be like this thing. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just like, I'm surprised. You know, in like this like courtroom.
Is that like, if she was being honest, she would say, of course we haven't given you all the information. Some of it's still classified and it's not ready to be shown to the public. Like, she would just say what happened.
I wonder why she didn't say that specifically. Because she said, I'll get back to you on that. And instead of just saying what he said, so I wonder why.
It's again, like, to me, and you guys know this. Have you guys ever bought something that was like illegal? Have you ever bought something that was illegal? And you know how important it is to have that level of trust. And
Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm going to go through this whole hour thing, but, you know, I'll go through,
have to maintain decorum in this committee.
I don't know
no
enough.
matter how
Have you provided
upset we
any
get.
and all memos to this committee that we've asked you on July 15th? Have you provided all memorandums within the Secret Service?
I would have to get back to you on that.
That is a no. You are being dishonest or
Yeah.
lying. Like I just, you're being
Man, I think that was like, was that three or four things? Jeez. Not one thing has she been able to say yes to.
dishonest here with this committee. These are important questions that the American people want answers to, and you're just dodging and talking around it in generalities. And we had to subpoena you to be here, and you won't even answer the question.
And this is not good dodging, by the way, because I feel like when you're media trained, you can dodge like well that it isn't like so obvious. But this way, it's like it's just completely obvious.
Questions. We have asked you repeatedly to answer our questions. This isn't hard. These are not
Yeah.
hard questions. Have you provided us all communications?
And the thing is, like, if she was competent and good at her job, she could explain why releasing some things to the public would be a bad idea at this current time.
Yeah, I wonder because she must have been you know, trained for this type of questioning. So I'm surprised she isn't able to, you know, say something like that. Say that's classified or like, you know, why she can provide the information at least.
She could easily explain it if she was competent. Because some of the questions they're asking her are unreasonable. And it's like, of course you're not showing all of the information. Do you know if there's a second shooter or not? Well, we don't know, right? They're not going to say that, because if they say that they think it's going to happen, like, this could it could cue off the person who they're trying to find. Like, that's the thing. Well, DEI, I'll get to that.
From the Secret Service related to that day of that rally. Have you provided this?
I don't
we
think that's
asked
the
for this
reason.
information on July 15th. Have you provided any of this
do
information
this shit too.
that this committee has asked of the Secret Service? Any of it?
I'll have to get back to you.
Have you even read this letter that we sent you?
Man, yeah, it looks really bad. This looks really bad.
Did you even read this?
Yes.
Okay, and you have said you don't know. You have
That was like the first yes.
no idea. The answer is no. We haven't gotten a single document or piece of information or data from you or your agency in related to the rally that we have asked you for. So, is
I'm
this
surprised that they can even deny giving that to Congress. It sounds insane.
was this
That's true. Yeah. That is also true that they can deny.
attempted assassination of Donald Trump a failure of training or execution or both?
I think that those are answers that we need to
Training,
examine.
execution, or both? Which one?
I think those are answers.
All right. How many Secret Service personnel have lost their jobs due to this colossal failure?
0. I
At this
bet.
time, none.
How many
Again,
I don't know the timeline of when she was called into Congress and like when the assassination happened. Because I assume there would be like some, you know, you'd have to do like investigating to see like who like failed where and stuff like that. Like would it have been enough time to actually fire someone already, you know? And don't you have to give them I'm sure you can't just fire them on the spot. You have to like give them weeks or something to try to get a new job and all that. Unless it like just counts like when they're in the process of like being let go, like if that counts as like firing already, you know? I mean, I guess you could say that. You could be like, oh, we're in the process of like letting these people go. So that might have been like a mute point.
Displacement of responsibility to such an abstract sense that nobody can ever be blamed for anything. That's what's happening here. And I've seen it in so many other situations. Yep, there it is. This is what people do, and that's what bureaucracy does.
Secret Service personnel have been required to take a refresher course on how not to let people shoot Donald Trump.
Our personnel are currently operational. We are examining the facts of this investigation, and we will make the changes necessary.
What time did law enforcement become aware that there was an individual on the roof with a clear line of sight to President Trump?
I am still verifying timelines.
Of course, 9 days in, you have no answers. How many minutes went by between the time?
How do you not know that? Like, I feel like the fact that you don't know that is an indication that you're incompetent.
I'm surprised she decided to answer that question. Like, she didn't say, like, oh, that's classified or something. But I feel like she could have said that to that question. And it would have been, like, a reasonable, well, I mean, I don't think Miss Mace would have thought it was reasonable, but I think the audience could think that's reasonable.
Like, you should have known that on the first day. She's so unprepared? No, it's not that she's unprepared. See, unprepared implies that there could have been something that she could have done that would have made her, like, she knows the answer to that question. She's not stupid.
I mean, I feel like unprepared, like, it does kind of seem like she's unprepared for this, these lines of questioning, because I feel like she could have had better responses to these to not come off as like to not come off as badly as she is.
Like, I don't think this woman is stupid. She's just incompetent at her job, and she's lazy. It doesn't take a very intelligent person to understand that if I answer the question about what time it is, then they're going to say, why didn't you solve this problem? Like a fucking 85 IQ person could see, I don't know.
Law enforcement saw and took photos of Crooks and the shooting. How many minutes?
I am still verifying timelines.
57 minutes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I yield back.
Yeah, there it is. I think that the reality is the display of incompetence is in front of everybody. And it's the fact that you had a
Oh, how's this an hour long? The video is 4 minutes, 52 seconds.
5'6", 5'8" at most, overweight woman guarding a 6'2" male president. The fact that that could have ever happened in any...
Actually, let me go back.
Fact that... Yep, there it is. I think that the reality is the display of incompetence is in front of everybody. And it's the fact that you had a 5'6", 5'8" at most, overweight woman guarding a 6'2" male president. The fact that that could have ever happened...
Well, I mean, was she... Because I thought, I wasn't sure if she, like, specifically guards the president, like, if she's just in charge of his Secret Service, like, detail, his security detail. Like, I'm not sure if she herself actively guards him. Like, with her body and everything. I just figured she's, like, you know, have these people guard this room and, you know, make sure this rooftop is secure and, like, stuff like that. Like, I'm not sure if she's the one actively doing it. But from pictures, I did see a few pictures. Like the people guarding him didn't look like the fittest people ever. Like I feel like Jack Doherty's bodyguards like looked more imposing than the bodyguards for the president.